Hey, what's up, boxing fans? This is the Rope-A-Dope Report after the fight, HBO Special Edition, Box Score Edition of the Andre-Berto won Urango fight. That's the main event, although I'm going to get into the undercard, which was the much better fight. But really, this is who we should be talking about. Like I said, this was the main event, but I believe that the second fight was a much better fight. And I want to get to this one.
Boxing, we have a unanimous decision. Here are the score totals. All three judges scored about exactly the same, 116 to 112. All three in favor of the winner, Kermit Cintron.
You saw the nod from Angulo. Even he...
Hey, what's up, boxing fans? This is the Rope-A-Dope Report. I had to give a little shout out to that first fight on HBO. This is the after the fight HBO special tonight. I am your host, Chris Carlson. It's been a while. I'm having a little computer problems. I'm actually getting a new computer very soon. So hopefully I'll be able to upload this fight tonight. If not, I will be able to do it soon. Anyway, I'll tell you what. Forget about Berto. Forget about Urango. Let's talk about the first fight. Angulo-Berto, the undefeated 16-0 with 12 knockouts coming into this fight. Undefeated prospect from Mexico going against Kermit Cintron. And I'll be the first to admit, I got to give a little shout out here to Cintron. Taking a little sip for him. He had a great fight tonight. I was wrong. I'll be the first to say it. I'm not the only one that thought Cintron would lose this fight, even though Angulo really hadn't been in there with a top guy. He had been in maybe with a top 10 type guy last fall on HBO. But other than that, he really hadn't been in the top guy. But everyone thought at some point, you know, if you look at the first three rounds, okay, I had Cintron winning the first 2 out of 3. I thought Angulo did enough to win the second round. But I'll tell you what, it's a big bummer for any Angulo fan out there. I'm an Angulo fan. But tonight, I got to admit, Cintron showed me a lot. He boxed very well. He used his height, which is something he usually doesn't do. He used his jab. And I guess you're thinking, like, maybe after round 5, you're thinking still, I was thinking anyway, and any Angulo fans or people that thought El-Perro would win it tonight, I thought maybe it would be like Cotto and Margarito, where Angulo would just slowly work him down. You know, Cintron came out boxing, using the jab, moving well, even moving his head, getting out of the way out of a lot of straight shots from Angulo. And Angulo, for a brawler, you know, he's the classic, like they said tonight, and like they say about all brawlers, he's the classic take 2 to deliver 1. But he didn't really throw his right hand. And I wonder if, I guess there's going to be speculation because Angulo just got into town, into Florida. He trains in California, I believe, in L.A. He was in L.A. all the way up until Wednesday or something like that. He got in Florida maybe Wednesday night, Thursday night. Didn't do any media, got there. He said he was sick or something. You could kind of tell, although he's humble coming in the ring, you could even kind of tell, and even like they said at the end of this fight, that he shook his head like, yeah, you got me. He just didn't look great. I thought maybe the first 5 rounds he would lose like he did, but I thought at some point Kermit would start to wear down, because every time Cintron gets hurt or basically can't knock a guy out, his history has been to not box that well, not fight that well, and basically just kind of run around and get away from the punches. Even against Martinez, I thought he lost that fight, the one that was a draw in his last fight. I got to admit, a lot of people were down, including me, a little down on Cintron going into this fight. But once again, I got to give another sip out to him. Cintron had a great fight, used the jab, used the uppercut, even countered. You know, even moved a little bit and countered. basically, like he said at the end of the fight, this is his best all-around fight. So I got to give it to Cintron. Like I said, I picked against them. I was wrong. I'm sorry to all those Puerto Rican fans and American fans for Cintron. Anyway, I guess he'll be on another big fight, either on HBO or Showtime very soon, because this is a good win for him. Angulo, he's still young to the game. I see some potential in him. I still like him a lot. This might be good. This is the first 12-round fight he's ever fought. Maybe he was a little weight drained or was sick. Whatever the case, there was some talk about him getting there really late and looking really bad at the weigh-in. Who knows? We'll see. We'll find out if that was Angulo's a bad night for him or not. Anyway, this has been... Well, I guess I got to talk about Berto. Here's the thing. Berto is like a less talented, less power Shane Mosley, where he throws his punches like you throw his right hand. You know how Mosley, even though, like I said, he's more skilled and a better fighter, way better fighter, he throws that right hand and he gets off balance. His footwork isn't great. He's not a boxer per se. In Berto, inside game, same thing tonight, was garbage. I see him as like an amateur fighter, or not an amateur fighter. He's a pro. Don't get me wrong, but like he uses that amateur style, and he doesn't know what to do on the inside. He should have got called for holding. He held a lot. He's fast. He's not that powerful, and he gets in a lot of... at some point, I saw him almost like his legs... Imagine your legs like spread open and your feet going this way, like this. I saw him sometimes right in the pocket like that after throwing a punch. So his balance, his footwork, it's garbage, to be honest with you. And I like Berto. I like him. He's a humble dude. I think he's a fun fighter to watch. I think he should give Collazo his rematch, and that'll be a big fight, and that'll be still a successful year. I mean, he went on and boxed Urango. I think maybe, what was the best round? The fourth round. I thought Urango had a good round. He made it interesting. The first 5 rounds of this fight was interesting, but after that, it was pretty much garbage. So I'm not going to go into it. Anyway, this has been the Rope-A-Dope edition, the Rope-A-Dope Report. I'm a little buzzed, so I'm kind of saying everything. Anyway, the box score edition of the Rope-A-Dope Report. I'm your host, Chris Carlson. Peace.